Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here, and today I have for you some of my favorite highlights from this year, 2024, on YouTube. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. We have Invasion USA. Which I also have the.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you got an old VHS of it. Awesome.
Yes.
Nice.
But
Rook's
now
just
I
sitting
can-
there blankly. He's like, I watched the movie.
I watched the movie on
Yeah.
digital on Netflix.
I done watched it on my Tubies.
When I first started following you and everything, and you were saying you wanted people to get a hold of you because you had all this canon stuff. You wanted like these boutique labels, like, hey, if you needed. So when you got involved with this, going back to the Vinegar Syndrome in 4K and everything, did you get to see the movie? Well, you did the commentary, so you got to see the cut, the new scan while you did the commentary, right?
Yeah. I got to see. You're basically working over a file, like just so your timing is right with the same timing on there, so everything lines up.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see the big beautiful 4K restoration. I didn't get to see it in that form yet, but I got to see a digital scan of it just so the sync would my commentary would line up with what they were, the version they were.
Did you do the commentary from home, or how did you do that?
Yeah. In that case, I did. It
sounds really good. Impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it looks amazing. I mean, we can, of course, Vinegar Syndrome gets a lot of love from us because they always do amazing work.
Great job. Yes.
So is there anything else about the work that went into the disc that you can tell us about that you were a part of, or anything else you know about it?
Well, just I was paired with a spectacular producer, somebody who she was really able to help guide me through the process, and I was able to submit questions for a lot of the new interviews that was on there that they did, and then in the case of the Jay Chataway and the James Pax, they're the two that are the remote interviews, because James Pax was in Hong Kong from Big Trouble in Little China. That's where I know him from, but he's still working there as a producer and actor and hyphenate. And the Jay Chataway, who did the score, which I love in here, worked on some other Chuck Norris movies, but most famously, like a lot of Star Trek, since the 80s. And that's something where I'm sure the royalties have been very kind to him over the years. But he was on his sailboat preparing to sail down the coast of Central America. And so when you see the interview on there and you see him, if you're guessing where he was, it's inside his sailboat. As something that he does regularly. Yeah, so it was in those cases, I was the person off camera. So it was just fun. It was great.
There's been too much violence, too much pain. All we want is the physical media. Just leave the physical media and walk away. Leave the DVDs, the Blu-rays, the 4K, the players, the HD TVs, the surround sound systems. Just walk away, and we'll give you free passage.
Roger Corman was one of the most prolific men in Hollywood. He excelled at independent filmmaking, at B movies, horror movies, cult movies, exploitation movies, sci-fi movies, drive-in movies, all the good stuff, all the good stuff that a lot of us like out there. And he was a legend, is a legend, will forever be a legend. And I really wanted to do this video on him. And, Roger Corman lived from 1926 to 2024, and that's a hell of a life. And just about everybody in Hollywood that you know of came up through the school of Roger Corman. He would introduce the world to so many different types of films that are just beloved by so many today. Charles Band, one of my all-time favorites of the Full Moon and Empire studios. Him and Roger Corman are like two peas in a pod. Charles Band is the modern day Roger Corman that we have, and him and Roger Corman, did so many things similar with each other in the world of film and entertainment, B movies, and I love that Charles Band is continuing that legacy. I'd love to know that Charles Band is out there still doing this.
It's not that I've stopped making some of the more classic, franchises, movies that we're known for. So we're definitely going to make a Leech Woman Puppet Master film. That's definitely on the books. Hopefully sometime next year. So we're not going to abandon sort of our roots, but I think pulp noir is a good new direction for us to go, and also to bring in a younger audience. You know, let's face it, people want harder and edgier. I mean, I'm not going to go as far as Terrifier, not my cup of tea, but I'll definitely make some good movies under the pulp banner.
And like I say, B movies and boobies, you can't go wrong. That's a slogan. You know, you just can't go wrong with those type of movies. And I think you guys are great. And you know, next to you and Roger Corman, I have to say this. Next to you and Roger Corman, you guys made my childhood. So I truly appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate it too.
It's one of my favorite movies. It truly is. And to see the love and care that has gone into this 4K, I don't know who did it or whatever with Paramount, but this 4K scan, I love it. I love it. I really have no complaints. I really didn't see too much wrong with it. It didn't feel like it was really scrubbed or washed out. Maybe one or two sequences in the movie, but it's nothing really noticeable. But like I said, it looks great. And like, well, the flashbacks with the colors, because like James O'Barr, like they mentioned in some of the special features here, when he was originally setting out to do the graphic novel, he was designing it to be in black and white. And then when they would flash back, the flashbacks would be in color. And they sort of copied that in the movie. Like, you know, the director Alex Porras tried to pull out some color and stuff to make it wash the color out a little bit, to make it a little darker, a little more like black and white. And then when he would flash back to you know, what happened to them and everything, and everything, it would be like bright reds and yellows and stuff like that, and it really pops. And that really pops in the movie, and it really does. And like with the models of the city, like when the camera sweeps in with the models of the city, because you know, they built models and stuff, and you can sort of tell they're models, but it looks great, it looks amazing. I really have no complaints with this. This is probably one of the best 4Ks that I've seen come out of Paramount, next to Major League, like I said, next to the Major League movie.
You know, well, hang on, let me run over here. So I have it.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Was it the Halloween special?
Hear the bird. There it is, live in the flesh.
Oh, I love it. Here, I'm gonna
The Up All Night B minus
Oh, the
movie award.
B minus movie awards.
Yeah, here's me, Michael Becker, and Rhonda Shear on the USA Up All Night B Movie Awards.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, you know, more than grateful to Rhonda, who remains a great friend. You know,
we don't want to disguise that cute face though, so you have to be
No,
yourself.
thank you. I'm gonna clip that. I'm keeping that. See, I was called cute by Rhonda Shear.
No, you are perfect. You know, I do like younger men.
Hmm. So this guy right here has been spamming one of my recent videos claiming that Blu-rays only last for 10 years, then they turn into coasters and they're no longer watchable. So I decided to test that, right? So I pulled off this Blu-ray right here, Dawn of the Dead. This was released almost 20 years ago on Blu-ray. Almost 20 years ago on Blu-ray. Let's see if it still works. Okay, so here we are. We have the Blu-ray. Let's put it in the tray and close it, and we'll see what happens next. Okay, it looks like the menu's working. It looks like the DVD's going. Let's hit play. Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's hope this isn't a coaster. Let's hope it didn't turn into a coaster. Oh, wait. The movie's starting. The movie is starting. This is almost a 20-year-old Blu-ray. It should be a coaster. Blu-rays only have a lifespan of 10 years. Oh my God, what am I going to do? It actually works. It actually works. Hallelujah, it works. Here with me today is director Jim Wynorski and actress Lauren Parkinson. How you guys doing?
We're doing fine. I hope the 5 people watching this are in good shape today. You know?
Yeah, I hope
one of them just left. It's 4 people now.
There's 4 people now. Hopefully people will actually show up and listen to us. If not,
no, they won't.
It happens.
No, they won't. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Who's listening to the podcast at 11 o'clock in the morning?
People have to work.
Stephen Luther. Stephen Luther's
said.
Listening to us right now. What's up, Stephen Luther? Glad to have you with us.
Just a second. Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Oh, fuck you.
That's how you start a show. That's how you start a show right there. Perfect. Perfect.
I wasn't there.
Where are you going?
I'm just leaving.
But where?
I have to return some videotapes. Get the 3,263 of 27,400. Get the certificate of authentication there. Hold
course, you have the Steelbook, which is great.
And I think I figured out how I scratched mine. My fucking Freddy claw when I opened it.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Then we have the inside here. All right, and then of course we have the little. I like
that red.
Yeah, I do like the red. I was about to say I do like that red. And then as you pointed out, I'm sure you pointed out with some of these artwork here. Come on, I don't want to mess this up.
Yes, I did. I don't know if you watched that review or not, but yeah.
Yeah, I did. I watched. I was using your chat.
Oh, that's right. You jumped in the chat. That's right.
Yeah. Then of course we have the. I was thinking about framing this one, to be honest. This side at least.
Yeah, I know.
And then we have, was this like the Japanese
what the fuck
or
with that one? It's like Indian or fucking
Indian or something,
Hindu or some shit. I've seen that one a few times, but that's a horrible fucking poster. Why did they pick that one? There's at least 2 or 3 other ones, alternate posters for the first film that I would.
I know, and that's the one they give us. I don't get it.
And today I have for you my entire Friday the 13th VHS collection.
It's got a death curse. Get ready for a night to remember. On a very special date. What is this, a joke?
But the story of how Hatchet came to be is an incredible story, and I absolutely love it. So if you don't mind, I would love to hear it again.
Sure. When I was 8 years old, my parents sent me to summer camp. It was the only year that I ever went to summer camp. It was like sleepaway camp for 2 months. And I don't know what my expectations were for sleepaway camp, but it was probably from what I saw in movies. And I just thought it was going to be really fun. I thought I was going to be hanging out with girls and, getting up to no good. And then it just sucked. Like they had us scrubbing floors and cleaning toilets. And I hated it. To sort of jump ahead in this story, when Hatchet was doing festivals and people would ask where the idea came from, and I would tell this story, I would mention the name of the camp when I was telling the story, which was Camp Avoda. And at one of the screenings, there was somebody in the audience who during the Q&A said, "Do you speak Hebrew?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Avoda means work in Hebrew. So your parents literally sent you to camp work." So I've never quite forgiven my parents for that. But on the very first night, the counselors told us, stay away from this one cabin. You can go wherever you want, but don't go near here or else Hatchet Face will get you. And even though I was only 8, my parents let me watch horror movies. So I was all about it. And I loved Michael Myers. I loved Jason and like I just was so excited. I'm like, who's Hatchet Face and how's he gonna get me? And they had nothing else for their story. They just had the name Hatchet Face, which especially back in the 80s was like a term people threw around if like, oh, that person's ugly, they're a hatchet face, whatever, I guess. And so I was really bummed out that Hatchet Face wasn't really going to kill me. And so that night when we were going to sleep, the other kids in my cabin, who I think were also ages like 8 to 10 probably, they were like, "Do you think Hatchet Face is going to get us?" And I don't even know how I came up with it, but I was just like, you know why they call him Hatchet Face? He was this deformed kid and his dad was trying to save him and chopped through the door with a hatchet and got him in the face. And now he's a ghost. And if you go near there, he'll kill you. And it wasn't even really a good story, but the other kids were so freaked out by it. And so the counselors ended up calling my parents, and there was like a moment there where they were going to send me home from camp because now I was the weird kid. And these days, I think you end up on some sort of list if you freak out other kids that bad. But the story always stuck with me, not even because of the Hatchet Face thing, but because of almost getting sent home from camp for being in the horror movies. And now, you go to conventions and you're around thousands of people that all love the same stuff, and they're the most normal, well-adjusted, kind, generous. Like, it's just crazy how times have changed. But back then, you were definitely weird if you were into this stuff, especially when you were 8.
It says it's a silent fire. Decaying digital movie and TV show files are a Hollywood crisis. Every time I see something like this, it often makes me think of a clip I like to use here on my channel from a certain documentary about 80s horror. What was that clip again?
There's a real dilemma right now in terms of what I've been calling the digital divide. Stuff was on VHS in the 80s, and if it didn't make the leap to DVD, then the odds are that much less that it's going to make the leap to Blu-ray, and now the odds are even much less that somebody's going to like sell that transfer streaming rights somewhere. And there is stuff that has vanished almost. It's film history. We talk about how the silent film era, how 75 or 80% of the films are all gone. We're like, oh, how can that happen? But we're letting it happen again.
Oh yeah, that clip. I think that clip is vastly important. More and more I dig into this Hollywood stuff with digital and physical and everything like that as well.
And again, as always, Greg, I do appreciate you taking the time for us, for me, and for Creator VC, and showing your support, because you are clearly a genuine, you're the genuine article as a horror fan goes.
I really hope you guys enjoyed all those clips as much as I enjoyed being part of them, making them, creating them for you guys. And I want to thank you all you out there watching right now, all my subscribers, all my new subscribers, if it just brings any new subscribers, and to everybody that's always just supported me and is still supporting me. I want to thank you all for making this a fun year on YouTube. I will be honest with you, it's been a little bit of a struggle, especially near the end of the year here on the channel. I honestly thought I would be at 10K by now. I really did. The channel's gone through little bumps here lately, but you know what? I've had fun. I've accomplished a lot. I've met so many awesome people. I have so many of you out there that are just so awesome, that just support and comment and just love what I do. And that makes me feel good, because I can't believe there's people that watch me. I'm just some fat nerdy guy who just, you know. But anyways, I truly thank you all, and I hope you all have a very happy new year. If you do like what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. I would truly appreciate that. Share the video out for everybody to see, or join and become a channel member, because that would help my channel immensely. Thank you, and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you all for being channel members here, and for all of your support. To everybody watching, whether you like me, hated me, or like this video, hate this video, I thank you for sticking this long. Wherever y'all are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. And once again, a very happy new year. Always support physical media, because it truly is the superior format. Godspeed.